Hello, and it's day one here at CES, and I'll be straight with you. I beelined it to this stand for this. That's right, Minisforum have a NAS. This is a 5-bay NAS, and to say they have crammed a lot into this would be an understatement beyond measure. Arriving in both a Pro and non-Pro version, this thing has a beefy AMD AI-powered NAS, also supporting ECC memory, by the way. Now, this system has 5 bays of traditional storage here on the inside. Along the front, you may already notice a couple of little ports. We've got ourselves a USB 4 port there at the bottom, and on the rear, if we turn that bad boy around, not only do we find ourselves another USB 4 port there, so again, Thunderbolt connectivity there, but on top of that, we've got a 10G NIC copper and a 5G NIC there. Now, you may see a third port there. That is because there's a lovely little Gen 4x16 PCIe slot built into the base. Didn't even realize while talking, it's got Oculink. Just for the hell of it, we're just going to throw on Oculink on there. So we've got Oculink, we've got USB 4, we've got 10 GBE, we've got M.2 NVMe's, we've got an insane CPU, ECC memory. What? So what that means in real times is not only have we got that low profile PCIe there that we saw in the MS-01 previously, but we've got a couple of DDR5 ECC supporting modules there. On the rear of this, we have got 3 M.2 NVMe slots, 2 of them at ×1 speed, 1 of them at ×2 speed, all of them Gen 4 speed all the way through. Now, there is adapters becoming available as well that allow for 2 U.2 drives to be installed in here and still allow for a single M.2 NVMe SSD slot inside. We've even got, I've just noticed, a USB port built into the bottom, which presumably if you're going to be running a third-party OS, you know, your Unraid, you've got a USB 3 port there and there to manage that operating system. Now, we're still awaiting confirmation of the CPU in the non-Pro series, but the Pro series model is going to arrive with an AMD AI HX Pro 370. That's a 12-core, 24-thread processor there. And that's going to mean not only have you got a huge amount of memory, support up to 96 GB of DDR5 ECC memory on board, but you've also got a huge lane allocation, which is why it's got the ability to take advantage of not only those wide arrangement of M.2 NVMe's and USB 4 connectivity there, but you've got the PCIe ×16 slot to play with as well. I'll be straight with you, for day one of CES, this thing is absolutely insane. But if that's not enough, just this small thing I found out, there's 2 screws here at the base of the system. If you do want to access the inside, it slides right out. I didn't know I needed this. And as you can see, once you've removed that slot, there is that low profile. They've got a 10 gig NIC in there on a PCIe card. On top of that, you've got a sufficient cooling system and the additional memory slots in there. And it funnels through to a combination passive and active cooling system there. And if we look at the base, we have an additional fan built there into the base on top of those M.2 slots as well. Now, those of you that have been following the channel for a while will know that Minisforum were rolling out that prototype NAS card. This kind of beats them to the punch on that themselves with this fantastic little NAS enclosure. Frankly, it's going to be very hard to find something at this show that I'm going to like as much as this. But stay tuned for other things that we find. But right now, this is the score to beat.